All right, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in Florida. There's a couple of things you want to think about before you start the LLC registration process. First off, your business name. So there's a few things to think about with your business name. First of all, whatever your business name is, if it's John's Lawn Care Services, it needs to be John's Lawn Care Services LLC. It has to be all together. The other thing you want to think about too is in that name, you can't have it say bank, nonprofit, trust, anything like that. Those are not words you could put in your name for an LLC. So the other thing you want to think about too is you are going to be creating a website for your business. So make sure whatever name you come up with, the domain's available for your website. So do a little research before you completely register your business, register your LLC, only to find out all the names have been taken and you're kind of stuck with a weird, instead of .com, it's like .rw or whatever. But let's get started. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to set up your LLC. This is all for educational purposes, so I'm not going to actually submit this because that would be fraud and I'm not going to self-incriminate. So I'm not going to do that, but I will walk you through each step and I'm going to do so for free. There are other companies out there that claim they'll do it for free, but they are hidden behind annual fees and hidden fees and stuff like that. I'm going to do it for free. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want to go to the Florida Secretary of State Department website. So that's where we're at right now. And then once you're here, if you need help finding it, just Google Florida Secretary of State and make sure you're on the .gov part. So you're not getting tricked into thinking that you are on the right website, but it's actually a site that's going to charge you in the end. So we're here. We're going to go down to business, start a business with e-filing. So you're going to click there. All right. Now that you're here, we're going to click on limited liability company. So you click on that, and then you're going to click on file or correct Florida LLC articles of organization. Now we're filing, we're not correcting. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to click I have read and accept the terms and disclaimers, and you're going to start a new filing. All right, now that you're here, what we have is this is all the information that you have to put in to file your LLC. First off, you're going to put in the date. Today's date for me is the 9th of December. The filing fee is $125, which is pretty typical for filing LLCs in different states. And then you're going to put your name in. So we're going to put Billy's, not Silly's, Billy's Lawn Care LLC. And then I'm not going to make you watch me fill all of this out. So you're just going to put in your address. So you're going to put your address here, and then you can select use the same address there. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll be right back. All right. So we have the principal place of business address put in and the mailing address put in. The next part is the registered agent. So when I first started when I set up my first LLC, I saw registered agent and I thought it was some sort of professional thing that you had to go through, some business you had to go through. There are professional registered agents that you can go through. In your case, you don't have to worry about that. You are going to be the registered agent. Florida just wants to know where it's going to send all the business documents, legal documents, any sort of notices. They want to know where they're sending those to. So you're going to put your name, your address, and then you're just going to put your signature here. So I'm going to do all of that, and then we will go to the next step. All right, now that we have our registered agent information filled out, we are going to go to the next part, which is, now you don't have to fill this out, any other provisions. You don't have to worry about that unless you want to put something there. So the notice of annual report. The annual report is something that you're going to get from Florida once a year, just making sure that your LLC is the exact same as when you established it. So the address is the same, the registered agent is still the same, the name is still the same. And so it's just asking, who are we going to send that annual report to? Typically it's through an email, and you just click yes, 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 everything's the same, and you're good to go. We're just going to put in that information here. All right, now that we have that part done, so we have the correspondence for your annual report. We're going to scroll down to name and address of person authorized to manage the LLC. Again, that is going to be you. I will fill this part out as well, and then we will get to the next part. All right, once you have that filled out, you are good to go. Now, it gives you several different spots where you can fill in different managers if you had a bunch of different managers you wanted to put in here. I'm just assuming it's going to be you, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, this part is important though. Make sure all the information on there is correct before you submit it. It looks like they'll charge you an extra $25 each time you want to go back and change anything. So make sure your business name is spelled correctly and it has that LLC on the end. Make sure that your name, your address, everything is on there correctly. So it's worth it to double and triple check all of this. And then once you're done with that, you're just going to hit continue. It wants you to check it again and make sure that all the information is correct before you get to the pay page. So again, this is just for, I want to say it again, this is just for education educational purposes, I'm not actually going to submit this. But now that we have this in here, we're going to hit continue again. I've double checked everything, even though I'm not going to submit it, and hit continue. So the last step is putting in all of your financial information, your credit card information to pay for that $125 filing fee. And once you've done that, it depends on the state, but it usually takes between 3 to 7 business days for them to process that. What should happen is once you do your filing fee, hit submit, they'll send you a confirmation email letting you know that they got your information. And then once it is processed, they'll send you another email letting you know that it's been processed, and then they will give you your articles of incorporation. The reason that is so important, you need your articles of incorporation to get the next important document, which is your EIN, which is your employer identification number. What is that? That is your social security number for your business. You can't open a business bank account without it. You need it to hire employees. You need it to pay your taxes. You have to have that. If you click on the link below, I have a video of a step-by-step process of how to get your EIN for free. Again, there are other companies that will charge hundreds of dollars to show you how to do this, which is absolutely insane to me. I don't know why people pay for that. But what we do have on our website is we've curated all of the documents that you're going to need for your business for the first year of running your business. It has an operating agreement that is completely editable that you're going to need also to open up a bank account. It has non-disclosure agreements. It has non-compete. It has non-defamation contracts in there. Everything that you're going to need that right now while you're starting your business, you don't know that you need. It has all that information in there. It goes over how to hire somebody, how to fire somebody. Unfortunately, being a business owner, that always happens. It talks about marketing, social media marketing. It also talks about how to get on top of Google searches, the most precious aspect of Google, getting on top, being one of the first people that they're going to see when they're looking for your product or service. We have compiled a list of everything that you're going to need to make you super successful as an entrepreneur. We also have a group of entrepreneurs that help with any questions that might arise. How do you deal with angry customers? How do you deal with angry employees? What do you do if you get a bad review? What's the best way to attack that? How do you find customers? All of the questions that you're going to be having, we have the answers for all those. Go check that out. Get that intro starter pack for businesses. And it's one of those things that I curated over 15 years of building businesses successfully. All of the things that you're going to need are right there. And that's what we have. We have a community of entrepreneurs that are there to help everybody out, which I, for one, love. So check that out and let's get your business growing.